Hey everybody, this is Mark Germany, your favorite assistant winemaker with Fireside Winery, Ackerman Winery, and Firesiders. We're going to talk about your wine club wines this quarter. We're going to start off with the dry wine club, one of my favorites to make. Blanc de Brickyard. It's going to be our sparkling dry white. It's going to be a blend of Lacrosse, La Crescent, St. Pepin. I think there's even some Edelweiss in this one. And as you see, we won some really wonderful hardware with this. Yeehaw. Going to be very light drinking. It is on the dry side. There's a touch of residual sugar just to balance out the acidity. It's not quite as carbonated as a traditional champagne, which makes it a lot easier to drink. Really think you guys are going to enjoy that one. Up next we have Lacrosse. Going to be a dry white made from Lacrosse grapes from our estate vineyard. Similar to, I would say, like a Sauvignon Blanc, but it's slightly fuller bodied. Really fun wine to drink. Really enjoy this one slightly chilled. I don't like this one too cold personally, but of course, you drink your wine however you enjoy your wine. And then third in the dry wine club this time around, we have our 2021 Marquette Reserve. So you guys are getting the last round of what's left of this. We're down to just a couple cases of this, and we'll be switching over to our 2022 vintage, which is quite different than this one. But your Marquette Reserve is going to be 100% estate-grown Marquette. In 2021, that came from F Block, which is the block of Marquette right behind Zach and Cassie's house. Very rich, very full-bodied, spends a lot of time in newer French and European oak barrels, so you're going to get the most oakiness out of this Marquette Reserve. So for you true dry wine drinkers, you're really gonna enjoy this one. The great thing about it is you're not gonna have all the tannins, so it's not gonna leave that super dry, scratchy feeling on your tongue. Moving right along to the blend club. We're gonna talk about our La Crescent here. This is probably my second favorite after Brianna of our white wines to make. I actually enjoy this one more than our Brianna to drink, but as for making it, Brianna tends to be a little bit, you could put your winemaker's thumbprint on that. The La Crescent is always gonna have that kind of Meyer lemon undertone, bright floral characters, very similar to like a Moscato Gialla without being sweet. So very floral. Just a great all-around easy drinking, refreshing white wine. This one you can serve on the colder side, but if you want to smell all the fantastic aromas, I recommend around 50 degrees, give or take. After that, we've got a semi-sweet, which is our Frontenac Gris. I really love our Frontenac Gris. It's kind of somewhere in between a white wine and a rosé. You get a lot of great melon characteristics from this. It is semi-sweet at about 3.5% residual sugar, maybe 4, but that is going to be on the semi-sweet side. Really easy drinking, serve it cold, super refreshing. And then after that, Zach and I had a lot of fun making this new version of Lazy Nights. In the past, we put some flavorings in there to get to the sangria style that we were looking for. This year, we blended in actual blackberry wine and raspberry wine from Ackerman to make it a real good traditional sangria. So we're really proud of that one. It doesn't have any hardware on it yet, but we didn't send it into any contests this year. Up next, we're getting into our sweet category for the wine club. Autumn Spice, everybody's favorite. It is going to be mostly Brianna for this particular vintage, and we do add some spices in there, kind of like mulling spices, so it is designed to drink like a white mulled wine. Super enjoyable. If you really like those baking spices, you're gonna get a ton of that on the nose, a ton of that on the palate. Up next, Dolce. Dolce is predominantly St. Croix. There's a little bit of Frontenac and a little bit of Marquette in there. In the past, it used to be called Dolce St. Croix, and it used to be 100% St. Croix. But we found that St. Croix can be really complemented by some of the other red grapes that we grow in our vineyard. It is going to be on the quite sweet side. If I remember correctly, this one's around 8% residual sugar. Which is going to be about 80 grams of sugar per liter. And that sounds really sweet, but St. Croix tends to be pretty acidic, so it's a really balanced, easy to drink wine. And then, of course, everybody knows Glow. Glow is 100% Brianna from our estate grown Brianna. Brianna is the most widely planted cultivar that we have in the vineyard. So we have a lot of it, but fortunately we make and sell a lot of Glow, so that helps us out with that. Comes in this beautiful pink frosted bottle, so you can show it off to your friends. Makes a great gift, especially for somebody that you know likes wine, but you're not sure what kind of wine they drink. And it does tend to be on the quite sweet side. However, some years we do add a little bit less sugar based on what the total acidity of the wine is. We try to alter it each year based on the actual chemistry of the wine so that we can deliver a pretty consistent product year after year. We're gonna go into our best of both, which would be Glow for you as well. But then you're gonna get our Cranberry Fizz, which is kind of a favorite amongst all the employees here. This was a wild idea that Zach had, and we kind of made it come to fruition, but it is about 50% cranberry wine and 50% Edelweiss. That Edelweiss helps kind of cut the acidity of that cranberry. It is on the semi-sweet side, but it drinks a little bit more dry than semi-sweet in my personal opinion, just because cranberries are so acidic. It's a really, really festive wine, but we enjoy it year-round here. So really think you guys are gonna go nuts over that one. And then our newest vintage of Oktoberfest from Ackerman. Last year, this wine was quite different. This year, it's only 3 grape varieties instead of the 5 or 6 that we put in it last year. This year, it is just Lacrosse, St. Pepin, and Brianna. We did just a tad bit more sugar than previously, not really enough for you to notice, but it does come out to be about 4% residual sugar this year instead of 3.5 last year. Super floral, super juicy, a little tangy, a lot of fun to drink. You guys enjoy.